Hello everyone, it is I, the Fable of Fables. Today we're learning about the Maximals. I literally do not know what they say when they transform. I know what the Predacons say. Terrorize. Let's go.
Watch out! This episode contains spoilers for Rise of the
That's
Beasts.
fine, I don't plan to watch it.
This week we're looking at the history of the team of animal Transformers who have just hit the big screen in the new movie Rise of the Beasts. Get ready to go beast mode with the basics on the Maximals. The Maximals were introduced into the Transformers universe in 1996's Beast Wars. This series represented a big change from the classic Transformers setup of Autobots versus Decepticons. Instead, the Maximals were the heroic faction of the series, fighting against the evil Predacons. Both groups transformed into organic-looking animals, with the
Uh-huh.
Maximals typically taking the forms of mammals, birds, and fish. The faction's name was coined by
Fish.
Hasbro employee Vincent D'Aleva, who mashed together the names of a cancelled G.I. Joe toy range, Manimals, and the brand of car his team's marketing coordinator drove, a Nissan Maxima.
Oh.
Early pack-in materials included with the Beast Wars toys presented the Maximals as effectively just being the new name for the Autobots, who had upgraded themselves with biogenetic technology. But the Beast Wars cartoon took a different approach and established what would become the definitive take on the faction. The cartoon depicted the Maximals as the descendants of the Autobots from hundreds of years in the future. They came into being following the end of the Great War, when a technological quantum leap led to the Transformer race evolving from Autobots and Decepticons to Maximals and Predacons,
Oh yeah.
downsizing to smaller, more energy-efficient bodies created using liquid metal protoform technology that possessed the
Ooh.
ability to reconfigure into organic alternate modes as well as mechanical ones. Maximals triggered their transformations from Alt to Robot mode with the activation code
Maximize!
Oh, that's what they say. Maximize.
The Maximals were ruled by a high council of elders and were a peaceful culture of scientific advancement and exploration, using transwarp technology to travel to other planets across space and time, where their more advanced transformation abilities allowed them to blend in with and study other races. Since their ancestors, the Autobots, had won the war, the Maximals controlled Cybertron. And although the two factions outwardly coexisted in peace, many Predacons resented this state of affairs. The Predacon rulers were content to bide their time, waiting for the right moment to rise up and overthrow the Maximals. But other Predacons had their own ideas. One being
Terrorize.
Megatron, who travelled back through time to prehistoric Earth, with a plot to prevent the Maximals ever coming to power by altering
Oh my
history
god,
itself.
look at
The
that
only Maximal
face.
craft close enough to pursue Megatron's vessel was the exploration ship Axalon, captained by Optimus Primal. Primal's team followed Megatrons to Earth, and the series told the story of the two groups' battles on the planet for the fate of their future. The adventures of Primal's crew would continue in the 1999 sequel series, Beast Machines,
Yeah,
in which
no,
they
Beast
would turn to
Machine sucked.
Cybertron to save the entire Maximal race from extinction at the hands of Megatron's new army of Viacon drones. The Japanese spin-off series, Beast Wars 2nd and Beast Wars Neo, were set even further in the future, tens of thousands of years after the era seen in Beast Wars, at a point in time when the Maximals and Predacons were now at war. And the two series followed the adventures of Maximal military units attempting to prevent the Predacons from obtaining the godlike power of Anglo-Moi energy.
Oh my
Even in this
goodness.
distant era, the Maximals maintained their control of Cybertron, led now by the Convoy Council, who served the will of the planetary megacomputer Vector Sigma. Unlike the Predacons, whose name has been used to refer to multiple different groups of animal-themed Transformers down through the franchise's history, the Maximal name has been used with much greater consistency. Though the 21st century has seen the Autobots return to being the standard heroic faction of the franchise, the Maximals have continued to make appearances in several new series. Both spin-off stories that have expanded on the world of the Beast Wars cartoons, and brand new adventures that totally reimagine the Beast Wars universe and its characters, their prominence only increasing in recent years as the series has celebrated its 25th anniversary. Now, that said, the stories that are meant to be set in the cartoon universe have been a bit of a mixed bag. Some have been able to make popular fan theories about the Maximals official, like IDW Publishing's Beast Wars comic books, which revealed the identities of the previously unseen Maximal Elders, identifying them as Prowl, Silverbolt, and Ironhide, 3 Autobots who had upgraded into Maximal bodies.
Wait, seriously?
The new faction in the post-war era. But then again, others have introduced ideas that don't really fit with the spirit of the cartoon's story. For instance, depicting the Maximals as coming into being before the end of the war, and fighting alongside the Autobots in a conflict that was meant to be ancient history to them.
That's not good.
There have been several notable alternate universe takes on the Maximals, some of which have sought to give the faction's name an in-universe meaning. The 2015 Prose series, Beast Wars Uprising, was set
I did a video on that.
Timeline, where the Maximals and Predacons were an impoverished underclass forced by the indolent Autobots and Decepticons to fight in gladiatorial games for their amusement, until they banded together to rise up against their cruel masters. In this series, the Maximals were named after both the Autobot Fortress Maximus, who brought technology to Cybertron, and the first robot he used it to create, the original Maximal, Maxima.
Ooh.
In 2021's Kingdom animated series, the Maximals and Predacons evolved on a post-apocalyptic Cybertron.
Oh no.
The planet had fallen to ruin after the
dude, that's horrible.
Spark, leading Megatron and Primal to travel back in time to try and avert their terrible future.
That is really depressing, actually.
From the original Beast Wars concept for the faction was in IDW's Optimus Prime comic book, which in 2018 presented the Maximals as hailing not from the future, but from Cybertron's ancient past. In this story, they were a tribe of prehistoric beast warriors who were named after their leader, Liege Maximo.
Oh no.
Legendary original 13 primes. It's also common for individual characters who originally appeared as Maximals in Beast Wars to be reimagined by
Rat Trap
belonging to other factions. For instance, Rat Trap in Transformers Animated.
I just looking at him, I knew it was gonna be Rat Trap. Seriously.
Cheetor in Transformers Cyberverse, who were depicted by these series as regular present-day Autobots.
Hello, Cheetor.
Beast Wars characters appeared in IDW's comics as the unaffiliated inhabitants of a Cybertronian colony on the jungle planet Eucharis. And this was an idea that would be seen again in the 2023 live-action movie, Rise of the Beasts.
I'm gonna be completely honest. I kind of like it when there are other colony planets full of Transformers that aren't just Cybertronian. I think that's kind of cool because it shows because of different colony places and different planets, they had to evolve to the certain situations. Although I'm gonna be completely honest, I would prefer the Maximals stay in the future, like this version of the Transformers stay in the future, as opposed to what we have now. But let me know what you guys think about the fact that there are other colonies and each one has developed a different society and a different culture, because I think that's pretty cool and it adds more to the world building universe and everything.
In the movie, the Maximals were an advanced race of beast mode Transformers that evolved on a jungle planet colonized by Cybertron in ages past. Using transwarp technology, they visited other worlds and helped advance the development of other species, until the day that their planet was destroyed by the dark god Unicron. To keep their transwarp key out of Unicron's hands, the surviving Maximals, led by Optimus Primal, fled across time and space to ancient Earth, where they lived in secrecy for thousands of years. When humans accidentally exposed the hiding place of the transwarp key in 1994, Unicron's servants, the Terrorcons, soon arrived to claim the device for their master, and the Maximals were forced to emerge from the shadows and ally with the Autobots to prevent Earth from suffering the same fate as their homeworld. Whether they hail from another time or another planet, whether they're the
Oh man, that's
descendants of the
horrible,
Autobots
dude.
or their present-day allies, the Maximals will fight tooth and claw to preserve their world against the forces of evil. And those are the basics on the Maximals. Who's your favourite of these heroic beast warriors? This month's Rise of the Beasts themed episodes continue next week when we'll be looking at one of the Maximals in particular, the high-flying Air Razor. So be sure to like and subscribe, or if you can, support the show on Patreon so you don't miss it.
I really need to react to more of the Maximals, to be honest, because they're great. Anyway, if you like the channel content, please do like, comment, and subscribe. Links will be in the description for Christmas Freely, as well as my Ko-Fi. If you want to donate to me there, you feel free to do so. Any little bit helps. I'll be feeling generous though. So anyway, love you guys. Bye.